What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I got another one. Got one from Miss Brooks over here. A lot of y'all know her as the Turkish lady, and she's dropping some more facts out here. Cooking up these leftover American women as usual. You guys do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and share the live stream and subscribe if you're not subscribed. You know you want to. You come over here. You watch the content all the time. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Go ahead and join. Come on, let's do it. Anyway, with no further ado, y'all, let's get right into it.
Okay, so when black men who gain success, influential black men who gain success, like rappers, for
This black lady popped up in my feed. She's one of the women I blocked. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was so petty. I left a comment talking about I'm gonna make a reaction video to her. Just so happened that Miss Brooks already made one. But yeah, this woman right here, the way that she hates on black men, it's chef's kiss, man. I mean, it's meant.
instance, and they date white women, it sends a message to black boys that black women are not good enough. We are only good enough to support them, to give birth to them, but we're not good enough to marry and share our wealth with. That's what
She's so upset. You see how she can't like get her words out? She's so mad, like her breath's breaking up while she's talking. Like this, you gotta like watch people. She's so upset. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting. The impression I'm getting from her is, like she can't really, what I'm saying, get her breath right or breathing right because she's just so upset. Mad about what?
men are saying when they gain success.
One of the main reasons why some wealthy black men decide to be in an interracial relationship is because they know that they would only attract a certain caliber of women who is only interested in their money and not themselves. Another reason is that some black men were so sick and tired of being rejected by women who look like them when they were in the process of becoming wealthy. So they were not at that finish line yet. They were still working on themselves, working on their careers, going to college, getting their degree. But those women who looked like them didn't want them because they didn't have the money that they have now. Meaning all those women who rejected some men while they were gaining their money and getting their career, now all of a sudden are interested the moment that man becomes who he had planned on becoming all of the time. That is the reason why some wealthy black men decide to be with non-black women.
Let's talk about it for a second. She ain't lying. A lot of black women, not all, but a lot of black women, they wait at the finish line. You know what I'm saying? They'll even watch you as you struggle and make your way up and not say nothing. And not say nothing. And then let you get with somebody else. And then once you make it, it's he's just all this other stuff. Whenever they could have just, what I'm saying, opted in like any other woman did. And instead they waited to see what you're gonna become. And that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works.
Do you see the shaming tactic that this young woman is trying to use? Besides, why does it become an issue when a black man decides to be in an interracial relationship? Why is it even a topic? Why is it a problem? Why does he have to be called names? Why does he have to be someone who hates black women? That doesn't even make any sense. Besides, why don't we talk about all those black women who are married to white men? Why is it women empowerment when they marry non-black men? It's all about you go girl. Black men don't know how to take care of home anyways. How does that even look? To me personally, it seems like some black men have turned away from some BWs because of their personal experiences. But on the other hand, though, some BWs seemed like they turned against black men.
There
and
it
here's
is.
the difference. Let me just get into this real quick. When you
Ladies
turn
and
away
gentlemen,
from
we got
somebody,
'em.
there's still a possible chance that you're going to go back. If the other party is willing to talk with you, work things out, negotiate, and maybe even sacrifice. But when you turn against someone, that means you're full of hate and you're always like this. You're not receptive to new information because you're like this. How you're going to receive something when you are in this combative position? You have the
She
need
ain't
to be
lying.
right all the time. You are the victim. You're using shaming tactics and all of these things. That's the slight difference. Let's talk about Black women who have been married to successful, internationally known, wealthy Black men for decades. How do you think it was possible for those women to stay married to those men, be introduced to a certain lifestyle, and enjoy a certain lifestyle? It's not because they were combative. It's not because they were disrespectful. It is not because they were only interested in the man's money. It's not because they only expect that money to support a certain lifestyle so these women can show off on social media that they are on a yacht just, drinking champagne with their girlfriends, spending the man's money. No. These are women who came together with these men way before social media. And they probably don't even have social media today because these women are
Thanks, Mama.
understanding, they're supporting, they are submissive, they are helping a man to get where he needs to go. So why don't some modern Western women take notes from a woman such as Denzel Washington's wife or even Samuel L. Jackson's wife? I'm talking about
Absolutely.
women like them, classy women, beautiful women who stand by their men, going through thick and thin. Is it because it requires too much discipline? Is it because that you may have to be submissive? Not maybe, you're going to have to be submissive. Is it because of that? Is it because women just don't want to be submissive or be disciplined in a relationship nowadays? Of course, it is easier to point your finger at a Black man using shaming tactics, having the need to be right, and blaming everything on a Black man. That's not the way you are going to be in a relationship to begin with, and that's most definitely not a way to stay in a relationship.
It's showing self-hate because if you don't love your own mother, you came from your
Oh
mother,
Lord,
so
I
you
love
should look
that
up to her
line.
and worship her as beautiful. But since you don't own your love your own mother, you are worshiping white women, and it sends a message of self-hate. That's what it sends.
Once again, she is using a great shaming tactique. You hate your mother, you don't love your mother, which is the reason you turned your back against your mother and all other Black women by marrying a woman that doesn't look like you. What does one thing have to do with the other? Somebody please explain in the comment section because it does not make any sense up here. She's talking
Can't
about
be explained.
self-hate. Let's talk about a couple of signs of self-hate that a lot of women do nowadays. Wearing weaves,
Ooh.
making their skin look brighter and lighter
Ooh.
than what it's really looked like using all of that makeup. But to be honest with you, that goes for
Let her
all women
cook.
because you do have a lot of non-Black women who get surgery done to get a Black woman's features, such as a BBL, lip fillers, and they even get surgery on
Let
their
her cook.
nose. That goes for all women. But again, she's using shaming tactics, and honey, you're not looking cute doing this. And when I look around, I see a lot of Black men who are in an interracial relationship who are just trying to live their best life to the best of their abilities and not worried about anyone else. They're just trying to enjoy life with the person who accepts them for who they are, who is soft-spoken, who's not combative, who's not entitled, who's not disrespectful. Meanwhile, you have other women, though, who are upset at the fact that other men are moving on and women are living the life that they want to live. But honey, the recipe is very easy. Just be feminine. I've seen a post today, somebody posted a meme saying, if you want a woman to be feminine, you got to take away her masculine responsibilities. I didn't know that responsibilities had a sex. Responsibilities are responsibilities. When you're a fully grown adult, you gotta work, you gotta pay your bills, you gotta be responsible. But since she wants to mention wealthy rappers who sent a certain message to young Black boys, let's talk about all of the female entertainers that sent a very clear message to a lot of young girls. What are young girls exposed to? We got Sukiana, we got Ice Spice, we got Sexy Red, and other social media influencers who have a large following, such as the infamous Sprinkle Sprinkle lady going by the name of Shira7. What do these characters tell young women nowadays growing up? And not even young women, even fully grown adult women in their mid-30s. They're telling these women, don't respect the man, you don't need a man. Make sure you use your looks getting a man. Don't date a man if the man is not rich.
Y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle.
There she go.
Please stop letting these dusties talk you into lowering your standards. Those standards are there for reasons to keep out dusties. So if the man can't reach the standards, dismiss him and allow another man to come through and try to reach them standards. That's how you get the life you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And she says it with a face full of makeup and a filter. I think that's TikTok. I'm not sure. Definitely a filter. Looking like a TikTok filter.
Do you know who else has high
Bold
standards
glamour.
and morals? Those wealthy men that you are looking for. But in order for you as an average woman to meet those high standards and morals, you're going to have to stop being in the streets. You're going to have to stop being wild, showing yourself all over social media. Instead of that, you would have to learn about being feminine. You would have to learn about companionship, being there for a man, speaking to a man a certain way. You know, a lot of women are saying, I can only be feminine when a man makes a certain amount of money. That has nothing to do with anything. You cannot turn on and off your femininity like a light switch. And I always say that either you got it or you don't. And if you don't have it, you can learn it. So if you don't bring anything to the table, honey, you will be left behind. It doesn't matter how many shaming tactics you are using. It doesn't matter how many times you are going to put your finger on the man and say it's all his fault. It's all going to rely to you because you are going to be the one that's alone looking for a man.
It sends a message of self-hate when so many black men who gain success all of a sudden switch. Black women should stop supporting men like this.
No offense, young lady, but it seems like that the average working class modern woman doesn't even want to support the average working class man. So what makes you think that an average working class modern woman with this type of mindset will be able to support a high value man?
I don't like you anyway. So, you know what I mean? I'm talking like, oh, you know, they're not supporting anybody unless they're supporting a Pookie or something. Yeah, they don't support you like
that. There are so many things that the average working class woman would have to learn, and that is a fact. And it all starts with you. You cannot use these shaming tactics. You cannot be disrespectful. Try to use the same type of tactics that you are using towards your supervisor. Maybe you'll be able to have a relationship that works better than the last one you had. That's today's video, everybody. Thank you so much for coming through, tuning in, taking the time out of your day and watching today's video. Thank you all for giving this video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment under this video and, of course, share it with your friends and family. Stay tuned for some more content and, of course, have a beautiful, beautiful weekend and stay safe in those streets. Thank you all so much.
There you go, y'all. Suraya Brooks. I might have messed her name up. I'm not sure. But, you know, listen, hang on. For the thumbnail. There you go.
Not maybe.
But you know, I think she has a great point, man. These women over here, you know, they're complaining and stuff, and they always have something to say and all this stuff. Man, look, find something else to do. We're going overseas. She said everything needed to be said. I myself super excited about going overseas. Moving to Thailand. My son wants to go to Japan. I want to go to Colombia, Germany, move around a little bit. And it's just, you know, I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm happy, but I'll be happy, period. But these women are just so bitter. They just seem so bitter. Upset for what reason? She's made up a whole reason. When they don't have no reason to make one up. The little boys are looking at you guys and they're thinking that black women aren't good enough. That woman had an accent. She's some black tether. She's some black tether, man. Why ain't she talking about the country she's from? You know, those specific black boys. Why is she talking like as if she's speaking from a black woman in America perspective? She's not an American black woman. She's some tether from some other country. She considers herself whatever she wants to, but more than likely her mother's not from here. She's first generation, you know, and she's already done taken ideology and the way that we, you know, black women speak over here and everything. You know, it's crazy, man. You know, what are you talking about? Are you worried about the black boys? What about this vitriol and malice you spill about black men? Those boys are gonna grow up and watch videos online. Try to gaslight you, man. try to gaslight you. But anyway, y'all, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to Mrs. Brooks' channel, man. She's out here giving these American Western overall women, leftover women, the business. And also trying to let you guys know it's better on the other side, man. You get out there and, you find yourself some great women. These women are out here willing to fight for you. See, her man's out here fighting for her. Not her man, but she's out here fighting for her man. I'm sorry. She's married. She's out here fighting for her man. You can get you one over there too. Instead of you in America, reestablishing what the roles are in a relationship. She's like telling you that she wears the pants, but she doesn't. She's like, nah, I wear the skirt, but you wear the pants, but you wear the pants I want you to wear type stuff. That's what they be doing over here. When you go over the seas and the women are just whatever you want, you buy it, they iron it for you, have it laid out for you, ready to go. They ain't telling you how to dress. They ain't telling you what to be doing. They ain't telling you who wears what. None of that stuff, man. Y'all sitting here letting them redefine relationship dynamics right in front of your eyes. And you're just kind of like, oh, well, yeah, it kind of sounds good. Man, listen, man. Y'all goofy, man. Don't be goofy. Okay? That's all I can say is don't be goofy. Anyway, love and light. Smash that like button, y'all. Trying to bring something different into the fold. We got to bring the Passport Bro content back, man. I'm moving overseas. It's going to be Passport Bro content left and right anyway. So might as well get started. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe, share the live. Again, smash that like button. Now more than ever is so important. And on to the next video. Love and light.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.